Looking at our drapes, I wonder why we're doing this.
Yeah, don't forget to get your drapes in there.
Start bitching.
No, I'm not going to. I don't do those kinds of things. You know me better than that. I'm such a...
Do you think Todd likes his picture taken?
Guy.
Here, man. Here's your last one.
They may have had bigger ones.
Well, then, are you sure you don't want to take it back?
Yeah. It'll fit in there.
Beep, beep, Ben.
Sushi one.
We want to see you stand on the wobbly chair and fall into the...
Fun. I can't believe it. What would you do with a wife like that that called your garage a lean-to?
Is he calling Ben?
Yeah. Get out of my house.
Right there?
Our films can be rather boring to look at. They're so long.
Shoot, this one apart.
Where are you going? Watcher?
Gone. The dirt was just leveled. I don't think he had time enough to pack that underneath that driveway. I cut it because I don't want the driveway to fall down.
Steve, how do you fade out on this? Oh, there it goes.
And
Did you guys just get that? Did you have that last?
let me look presentable.
Did you make this? Would you make this two of them?
Huh?
Don't make me talk.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Now, get up there and finish that.
Put the food on me.
Get up and sweep. Sweep.
You go?
Take a picture of me. Yes, she does. It's gonna rain.
Let go of her. What are you doing?
Doing rock and roll.
You're getting so dirty, Todd. Brittany, look at Mama. Where are you at?
Go. Go.
Coat? Where are you at, Brittany?
Mom.
Brittany? Where are you at?
Go.
Okay. Where are you at? Here. Brittany, where are you at?
Okay, you ready? Okay, just get the one nail in, Ray. And then come over here and I'll hold this one over. Okay? Got back. My hell. She's sitting there. Are you taking pictures yet?
Yeah.
Well, how can you take a picture with your lens cap on?
It's off now.
Huh?
It's off now.
How long have you been shooting with your lens cap on?
Honey, just barely because I can see when I've got it on and off.
Did you get a picture of us nailing yet, though?
Yes.
What I'm wondering, basically, Ray, is how she can see when there's nothing to see except for one big loud.
Dad, do you want to tell us about what you're doing here?
I don't know. I'm just the hired help.
You're not Dad. You're not my dad.
I'm the hired help. I'm the token nigger around here.
Hey, you better careful. Ann might hear you.
The token negra. Excuse me, the token negra. We'll save some electricity for that.
That fence sure looks good that you worked on last summer.
Oh, you mean this?
Uh-huh.
Hey, get a slow picture of this fence. Yeah,
I did.
Went down and got some ponderosa from down by the sawmill and put the fence up real quick.
Yeah, it looks real good.
Did that last summer. We want to take it up that way too.
Yeah, that would be good.
Then last fall, I guess it was what, around Labor Day, I took a tractor and mowed all the sagebrush down here and planted grass seed.
Well, it sure looks good.
And right now it's what is it? May.
This is May.
It's May of 1985.
But it's just the first part of May.
And over Memorial Day, what I'll do is mow the rest of that down there by the pond.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. See how that, Ruth?
Yeah.
See how that it's kind of like an amphitheater there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll mow all that. That grass there is just as tall as can be.
Oh, good.
It's absolutely amazing how tall that is.
That ought to give a lot of horse feed.
Yeah. Did you get this? See what I did today? Can't really get it, can you?
You'll, that sure was an old tree, wasn't it?
What?
How many rings were there on that?
There's 525 rings.
That's before Columbus.
I'm on 36 right here. So this is 525 years old, this tree. I'm on 36 here. This is the tree that got hit by lightning last year. And it's down over that way. So what happened was, we got there and here was these two guys from the Park Service with a 2.0 cubic inch McCullough with a 10-inch bar, trying to saw the thing down. They had a little teeny V in it. So we finally sawed it down the rest of the way. Then I spent 2 days slicing it up, only to have some club members come and steal the wood. That's what you get out here in the wide open spaces. Anyway, this was the trunk, what was left of it. Right?
Yeah.
Did you get a panorama view of the... Get your mother. Right over there is the Zions National Park. What's that, Ruth? What's that called right over there?
Mother, what's that called? That part of the park.
That's part of the park.
What's it called?
Well, it's probably around Checkerboard Mountain.
Do you think that's the top of Checkerboard Mountain?
Huh?
You think that's the top of Checkerboard Mountain?
Uh-huh. You know when you walk down Rose, you remember you walk down between the, along the edge of this thing, and you look right off onto Checkerboard Mountain. That's got to be it.
Yeah, that's a dandy horse pasture, isn't it?
There is. Is the fence up? I mean, the gate up in that fence that goes into it at the other end of the horse pasture?
Yeah.
That's up. But she can go down. Go on. Go on. You can go down. You can do it. Come on. Go on, Jackie. Go on. Go on down. That's the boy. Go on. You're bigger. You can do it.
Boy, what a fun pack or a action-packed film here.
Yeah. Okay, you got enough, Steve. The way of entertaining was those 3 kids at that wedding.
What 3 kids?
You know, Steve and Tan.
Can you believe that?
Oh, I couldn't.
Say something, Ray.
Hi, how are you? Gosh, what weather we're having. Gosh.
Choke it.
Acts like there's something wrong with it.
Just called.
I was gonna run over there, but
Choke it.
gonna have to push it over to the shed. That's where I was gonna take it.
Have you got the choke on?
It'll hold it clear down.
Choke up. There, choke up. Oh, yeah. Choke up.
Yeah, because there's water in it.
What do you say, Todd?
Do you think we've got someone that's camera shy here?
Just like Jeff.
You have
Jeff
here.
looks at Todd doing that and says, Todd, don't do it. You'll have to look it down anyway.
Oh, because he used to do that.
Yeah, and he gets embarrassed every time we see it.
This is Jeff, you know, trying to get the attention of the camera.
Down to Lamar.
And then what he did, he went and edited it all of them, and then put he and Becky's antics all together.
Video.
So it just runs around.
No,
right after another.
Bernie's play with this
I got some
ashes.
big
Bernie's play with the ashes.
Hmm?
Bernie's
I
play
had
with
to
the
work and
ashes.
Jeff
Don't
got
play with ashes.
to them first.
Don't play with ashes,
We're about ready
Bernie.
to go in, Penny.
Okay, is it done? What were you asking me a second ago?
Are you going?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Is it going?
Yes.
It's going up and down.
What is?
My mouth.
Have you been holding it steady?
No, it went flip once.
That's nice. You just said it there.
It's the hardest thing about the camera.
Listen.
Well, is it going then?
Uh-huh.
Let me tell you what's going on here. As you can see, we've got your basic reunion.
Why?
It's Father's Day, June of 1985, and
June 16th.
okay. Go. Just shut your mouth. If I wanted to hear say something, I'd ask.
Okay.
Just teasing
I
you.
know.
Anyway, Mom's gonna start in tears here.
Oh, I'm not either.
Yes,
That's
you
just
are.
one of my boys giving me a shock treatment.
No, but Mom, how do you know that it's not really true?
I just know.
You just know. You just know your boys, huh?
Yeah.
Anyway, we're having a fry. We're frying chicken.
Who just left?
What?
Who just left our fair area?
Who left?
Yeah.
Becky and Kelly, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes, they're over in the Hawaiian Islands trying to get them an apartment. If you can believe. Hey, Brittany, don't do that. Don't do that, Brittany. No. Ooh, look at her.
We've had a
Look at
birthday
Brittany.
party.
Look at Brittany. She's playing in the ashes.
Is she filthy?
Well, look at my sand pile. Doesn't have any sand in it.
Yeah, that's true. Is it going? Oh my heck. Penny.
Hold that.
Brittany. Out of the ashes.
Are you Cinderella that has to
Can you say
live in
hi?
the ashes?
Say hello, Mama.
Come over here by Grandma.
Go over to Grandma. Brittany!
I've got,
Somebody's tired.
I've got to get her. I've got to get her singing. I'm so glad when Daddy comes home.
Okay, we're ready.
You're a VIP. What's that?
In my family.
What's a VIP?
Ready for what, Steve?
What?
What are you ready for?
It's
We're ready to eat.
very important.
I says I can guarantee that it wouldn't last that long if you had kids at home.
Right. But they had the
I mean, you have to go through a car a year just about, don't you?
been sent her over a rock and up in the mountains.
Send it over a rock up the mountain.
What would Daddy have water? Anybody rather have water than punch?
Oh, I'll take punch.
Punch too.
So your mountain's slipping, did it stop slipping down?
Oh, that whole mountain is just nothing but one big slide.
All the way along the springs.
I mean, not even just the springs. I mean, everywhere's now. It just, everywhere you go, there's fractures.
Oh, that's a good boy, Todd.
Really, that mountain's really kind of in tough shape. Well, it started to stop a little bit, and we got 2 weeks worth of rain. Started it up again. Then it knocked out our hydro unit. The pipe going to our hydro unit.
Pipe that you laid across the...
No, that was our primary water.
Either this one or
This was a
here.
26-inch irrigation pipe.
Oh yeah. As it took through the...
Todd, come stand right here and sing. I'm so glad when Daddy comes home. Stand right there and sing it.
Okay, here.
You want
Okay.
to sing with you?
But it knocked out 3/4 of
You
our
do it. I'll sing it
electricity.
with you. Go stand. Stand right here and I'll sing.
Luckily, we got some
You don't want to?
emergency electricity from that Colorado River project in the Glen Canyon Dam, and didn't have to buy it from Utah Power and Light. We had to buy it from Utah Power and Light and the sun. Or that place.
That comes from Huntington to here, doesn't it?
Yeah. Boy, they charge an arm and a leg for that stuff. What happened to your Jello?
What's wrong with it, dear?
It's like rubber.
I didn't put enough water in it. It's better than being runny, isn't it?
No.
Where are you sitting?
I've had it
Here,
both
I put
ways.
one on here. So, breathe. I put one right there for you.
What?
Oh, what's the
Here's your
matter?
fork. There's your fork right here.
Here's some potato for you, honey.
It's hot.
It's not very hot. It's got it back in the microwave. Todd, if you're gonna whine, you can go in here.
Is that good?
You good, honey?
Where do you want to
Oh,
sit, Todd?
bless your heart.
Oh, I know what's the matter.
You want to sit next to
Oh,
Grandma?
yes, I said the wrong. Oh, come on. I couldn't imagine what they
Pass that
Todd wants to
potato over.
what?
I sat down there and he wanted to sit like that. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh.
Can I help you slide
Give Grandma a kiss.
Huh?
Oh.
Did you want to sit by Grandpa?
Yeah. That better?
Is that better?
What,
You don't have to. We don't want you to.
what does he want? What does he think he has to do?
I asked him to sing a song.
Don't want to go at dinner time.
Wants to eat. You're hungry, aren't you? Huh?
I think all of us are hungry.
After all, he's a cross between Mama and Daddy, right?
No, we can't eat till he says a prayer, huh?
Say a prayer for the poor girl.
She's not. Wait.
That's okay. He does it. You know.
Stephen, our microwave's taking a little time too. Sorry. I should have cooked the peas on the stove so I could use, but I thought it was about done.
Well, that's something you haven't cooked dinner like this without having the oven on and everything. The microwave doesn't even
Stand for history, your disgust.
send off any.
What?
Stand for history, your disgust for me.
What? Is it going?
It's been going for a while.
Oh my heaven's sakes.
Oh.
I've got to start pulling
Yeah,
and
but
posing.
you know, you can't see anything. You know why?
What?
All you're going to see is a light there.
I can see it.
Hmm?
Maybe you won't have the best color, but I
No,
can
it
see it.
won't. No, it won't.
Yes, I can. I can see it.
The best thing to do, Penny, is to put it in the kitchen and then open up this blind.
Or you can have some,
I can see it.
Oh, no.
How long does the seed last?
About a week.
We have to do it while it heats.
You've got to do it while it's gone after a week.
Why this is
Close off.
fixing this?
You gotta take the time off.
If you get it before, yeah, if you get it before, then it's too green. If you get it after, it's gone. Tricky
Well, aren't you
business.
glad it doesn't last all summer long?
Yes. No, I'm not, because then we can do it at our own leisure.
But this big nice patch we had last year, the farmer sprayed it.
Ask Dad, Gwen. Ask Dad to see.
Killed it all.
Ask Dad to see. Can we have the prayer now?
But now we found another patch. Is this what you wanted?
Dave wanted to know if you had a happy Father's Day present for him to show you all that seed.
Now, how much
What
did you
time?
get for about 2 hours?
Let's say the prayer. Todd wants me to say the prayer now. We've had orders for us to say the
Well,
prayer.
that's a good boy, isn't it?
you bet.
Okay, we're going to say the prayer, Penny.
You keep your mom and dad.
Will you say the prayer, Todd? Please. I'll help you, okay?
Brittany, come here.
Brittany, will you say the prayer? Brittany, let's say the prayer.
Fold your arms and say the prayer.
Fold your arms. Fold your arms. Fold your arms. Okay, here. Fold your arms. There, Father in heaven. Close your eyes.
You told you I so good today at church.
Okay, I'll say. Our Father in heaven, we thank you for this wonderful day. We've had the privilege of having Mom and Dad here. Thank you for this Father's Day and appreciation of our fathers. And thank you for this food, as it gives us strength from you. Those not just one that are traveling. I guess the light. Spirit bless us, please. Amen.
Seems to me what we're saying is exactly what we mean. It's up to the Israelis to make that decision. And I doubt that we will reach a point where we will ask them to do it. So even though it's pretty cold though, they're already stinging from having made
Douglas,
that,
where's your hair?
unbalanced release of prisoners.
Douglas, where's your hair?
They're smarting quite well. It's true the Israelis have created the president.
Douglas, where's your hair?
There's no reason they couldn't therefore do it. On the other hand, having done it once, it's more difficult to have to do it a second time. The American press reported that the American CIA-trained organization have a great resentment against Israel for this, and they equate the United States with Israel. So these are three of the grievances, I think, behind this kind of action and other opportunities for us. Obviously, not in terms of this immediate hijacking, but I think there are ways that we can conduct our foreign policy in the Middle East that would help to ameliorate some of these grievances. Thank you very much.
There it is. Anti-North, 1970, 1980.
Were you ever around when Charlie tied that horse to the garbage can? The cat?
He got it in his history.
Were you? I remember when that calf took off. Who was it told him he shouldn't tie the calf to the... Somebody told him he shouldn't tie the calf to the garbage can. He said, "Oh, it's going to be a minute."
Probably me.
What was that happened?
I think it was Norwood.
What did he do?
I don't know.
Tied the calf to the garbage can, and the calf took off and running, and the garbage can was just a bouncing and
Bang and bang and bouncing.
and
You don't have enough light in here.
Oh.
slapping against the calf and everything.
Well, the lights.
You don't have enough light in here. If you want some light, you don't want a backlight. You want
I know.
light up there. You want more?
Or the door open.
Oh, yeah. Good idea, Reese.
And you got those finished, now, Penny?
What?
On the walls. They look nice.
That bobcat I had done a long time. The Indian was the last one I did.
Welcome back. That's a little too hard. Memorial Stadium this weekend. It's been a rough tryout so far. The Orioles new manager Earl Weaver.
Yeah, much better.
It's a bit.
Grandma, Nicholas got. What's that?
It was,
Tramp or whatever?
okay. It was, when too old, but I was too young to remember this.
Penny, you're not gonna get all the sound unless you turn that off.
Go on, it's on.
Okay, I was too young to remember it at the time to remember this, but my mother's told me several times, and my sisters that were there recalled this incident that my mother, until her dying day, believed that she saw one of the three Nephites. It was a few years before the Willard flood, 1923, in Willard. And my mother told us.
What year was it?
1923.
1923.
She always would feed the tramps. We used to call those the men that would go through on the railroad for, hitchhiking it. We'd call them tramps in those days. And they'd always leave a little mark by the house or gate that they leave this information to other tramps that had come along so they know where they could go for food. Well, one day this one man came to the door and wanted something to eat this one morning. Mother said, well, I'm just baking bread. And then she said, I wondered if you could come back this afternoon and then I'd have it ready and have some food for you. And she says, I'll give you no, she didn't ask him to come back. She said that she didn't have anything like that. She was baking bread. But she said, here, take this quarter and you'll be able to buy something. And he put his hand on her head and said, God bless you, and walked away. And then he left.
Didn't he say something when the mountains come down?
No, this is later.
Oh.
So that afternoon, here he returned.
Oh, he returned again.
And he came, and then Mother fixed him some bread and jam and milk and that, And she said to him, because he was dressed with neat, clean, and he had a long white beard, was clean as could be, and that was just all opposite to what the tramps looked like. And she asked him, she said, what brings a fellow like you here to these parts? He looked at her and he turned to the mountains, the Willard Mountains, and he said, when these rocks come tumbling down, you'll think of the old gray-haired man. And then he walked out to the gate, and of course, Mother and my sisters were curious about him because there was just something different and everything about the whole situation. And they ran out to the gate where they could see clearly up and down the street to see where he went. And he was nowhere to be seen. He completely disappeared. And I've been told that I should get this information into the archives. Because my mother said
Because what?
she really believed that he was one of the three Nephites.
How about John the Revelator?
Wait, we didn't finish the story.
Oh, anyway, go ahead.
That was it.
No. So
No.
what about the...
You didn't
Oh.
finish. Didn't
About-
finish the most important part.
Yes, about
The press line.
About 3 days later,
Just 3 days later, then.
just a few days later, it was a stormy night there in August, and it was Friday, August the 13th. And,
How can you remember the date?
well, you would if you'd gone through this experience.
No, yeah, that's a famous
Then
date.
I was 5 years old at the time of this experience, I do remember. And it was thundering lightning, it was about 9 o'clock, and generally my...
In the morning?
Night.
At night.
And my mother would, when it would be thunder and lightning, she was so frightened of lightning and thunder, and she never tried to keep it from us kids, so we were scared of this day. and she'd play the piano, and she was playing the piano, and we were all standing around
Where
singing.
were you at?
In her home.
In your home?
In a home that you don't know, that was since burned down. You know where the home that Mother lived in when she died? Well, it's
On the west side of the road.
on the west side of the road. I've shown you.
Just a little bit south of River.
You've got pictures of you. You've gone down there to reunions.
You mean their house? You mean the regular house? It's always been there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know where that's at.
Okay, there was a home just south of there that
Set along farther down.
where we lived.
in the lot.
And then after Mother and Dad built this home, then that home was moved to South Willard, and then it caught on fire.
Okay.
But that's where we were. We were in the parlor, and she was playing the piano, we were singing, and then Dad was out with the lawn on the front porch, and he came in and he says, "Be quiet, be quiet." He says, "Come and listen." And we went out to the gate. We had a picket fence.
You weren't downstairs, though.
We didn't have it downstairs. We went out there to the gate, and you could hear people screaming at town. You could hear the boulders just crashing. And somebody ran down the road and said, "Run for your life, the reservoir's broken." So it was pitch dark, of course, then. And we didn't know what to do. So we decided to go, I guess that's what we did. We just followed what Dad wanted us to do. And I remember walking down the street, pitch dark, and with a lantern. And all the neighbors joined us. And we went down about a half mile south into a home on the east side of the road. It was called Paul Taylor's house. And I remember sitting in a circle with all the neighbors there, the eerie light of the lanterns, and to escape this flood. We stayed there all that night, and the next morning, when we left, we looked, and I don't remember seeing this, but that's what they said had happened. A big canyon, just up above this Paul Taylor's home, had a flood of its own, besides this huge one uptown. And it came down with its boulders and that, and as it got to our home, or this home of Paul Taylor's where we were all spending the night, it parted. Part of it went on one side of the house, and the other went on the other. And they said that if it had just gone straight, that it had just taken the whole neighborhood. And that was only a few days after this gentleman.
When did your mother think back to that man?
Oh, I'm sure she did. I'm sure I don't know when she thought. I'm sure because she connected the two incidents.
And she thought it was one of the three Nephites then.
I never heard her say anything about John the Revelator or anything. She
just felt it was one of the three
Nephites.
Nephites.
She'd been impressed to feel it.
What?
The story of was it was it Beamer that would walk to Ogden for the leather? Okay, yeah, that story.
Sometimes Salt Lake.
Sometimes Salt Lake?
Yeah.
You're kidding. I would.
Now that comes from him personally to me, that story.
Let's hear it.
It isn't very long.
Well, quantity doesn't, it's quality here that we're looking for.
He said we were talking about different leathers, and he was teaching the difference between the leathers, and these are tanned hides, they call them. And these, he was talking about a big, heavy bend of sole leather that they used to put on their heavy work boots and shoes and that.
Why open that up now?
And he said that when they first came up to Brigham, and it was when what do they call that?
A co-op or tannery or?
Co-op up there, yeah. That was all crashed, you know.
When when he first, when
The
he moved,
Saints, the Saints couldn't get along and they had to do
United
away with
Order?
the United Order. Right,
so he came in right after that flopped.
yeah. And what he did when he come to Brigham was he started working for a fellow by the name of Kelly. And I guess it was Howard Kelly's grandfather or something like that. I'm not sure whether it was even that family. I'm just supposing now. Because that's the only Kellys that I knew in existence when I came around. Oh, okay, anyway, some time had elapsed in the middle here. But he took and got all of the sewing machines that he had originally, and all of the boot laths, and all of the things except in those 4 feet, you know, that we had turned upside down on the boots on. Those was, there was 4 of them originally, all the way from baby shoes on it. And that come over in a feather bed from England.
Oh, did it really?
That and that big clock, you know, that I've got on that mantle, built especially for it.
That granite clock?
They come over in a feather bed. I don't know what else they brought over in that feather bed. But, there's a lot of hand tools and things like that that come right from England. And they're someplace. Either they're up to our place or they're down to Charlie's or lost forever or whatever. And that sewing machine, one of them, is the only one that is left around the house. Is that the one that there was a double needle and it sewed the uppers. And they had them out flat and they sewed the uppers together on shoes and boots and things like that. And that one, I got it so that
What are you doing?
one
Your
of
mother's
them
gonna
worked.
pass out. I don't know. Let's go over here.
One side of the work. I can never get both sides to work at the same time. And it's still up there in our
Basement.
basement of the old house. Right
You got that sewing machine?
now. Yeah.
Is it the treadle?
Oh yeah.
Not that one that's in our house.
No, there's a treadle sewing machine.
That's right.
That's the one.
That's right, Steve.
Okay.
Reed,
Listen to me.
how long,
You got my attention.
how many generations back did they start that? What are we calling, what's that?
Charles?
No, what is that art?
Cobbler?
Is it cobbler? Is that what it is?
How about your grandfather coming over?
How many, do you know how many generations back that cobbler started?
I know this. In this write-up that I found that we didn't know was in this book, the grandfather, and it's a family registry, and it's the start of his genealogical program. Well, the whole front of that book had a lot of names and everything in it, and back in the back, there was a part that I didn't know, and I don't think anybody else knew. And it's a story of his life back there in England.
Beamer?
Yeah.
Oh,
Before he even joined the church, when he was back there.
So it was Deemer that joined the church.
Presbyterian, or 2 or 3 other denominations.
Now, Deemer's, how many generations back are we talking?
Okay, I'm Charles Reed. My father is Charles Thomas, and my grandfather, Charles Thomas's dad, is Charles Deemer.
That's where it all started.
Now, in this
Your grandfather
story,
was the first one to join the church,
right,
Deemer.
but it's his grandfather.
Right.
and he's the one that brought his family over here to Utah.
And he was married to Campion.
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
She was a Campbell.
Emily Camp.
Okay, now one more question. When did he join compared to how old the church was, do you know?
Oh, it wasn't too long after.
If he came
When all of the, the 12 were sent on missions, even though there wasn't 12 then.
if he made it to the United States just when that United Order flopped, it must have been fairly early. So if he came to Brigham.
It was.
And he started the business in a little cabin, wasn't it, on Main Street?
I haven't got to that.
Why didn't I get Hannah's face? Darn it. I missed it. Oh.
Oh.
I missed it, Steve.
Backlight, Penny, backlight. Anyway.
So I can't take any of Hannah's, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but you need to push the backlight while you do it.
Was that that's for?
Yes. Okay, Pops.
Okay, what?
We want more stories.
We want more.
That's your grandfather.
You were saying this was a short story, but it sure developed into something. Now go ahead.
We want to hear it.
We want to hear it.
Well, it can either be a short story or it can be...
No, we want all the details.
All right.
It's down for generations. If we don't like it, we always cut it out.
We'll edit it back.
I'm not used to all this.
Attention.
No. All these instructions.
Would you like a popsicle?
What?
Would you like a popsicle?
Not really, I don't think. Thank you anyway.
Bye.
Where'd I got to? Tell me about the sewing machine.
Yeah.
And the wood glass and all of the equipment except what I told you he brought over in this feather bed. Okay? Now, I was up there getting some instructions
Oh, no.
On letter.
on how to do a good job. He's the one that really taught me.
He was a real craftsman, man.
Yeah.
Deemer?
Yeah. He taught me that there's no use to even do a job if you can't do it right.
So he's the
So
one
he's the fault
responsible for
that.
Huh? He's the one responsible for your perfectionistic craftsmanship then.
And I didn't like it any better than you guys.
No, I'm not saying I don't like it. It's just that when you do something, it's
Hey,
done.
was it your grandfather that gave you the gun? We've got to get that story.
Okay, that's a different story.
Get on another
That's a different
grandpa.
story. That's a
Oh,
different
that's a
story.
different grandpa? Okay, I'm sorry.
That's another grandpa.
That's Grandpa
Okay.
Reeves.
I'm sorry, I'm
Right.
sorry.
Yeah,
Go
this
on.
is, now continue.
Okay. He was in the line of teaching me things. And sometimes he had to really get on me to teach me something. Because I'd fight him back a lot of times. We'd have a real go round. But somehow or another, he taught me well.
So he was teaching you then about the leathers and that kind of thing.
Yeah. And about the principles of the church. He taught me this was right and that was wrong. And he taught me that when I learned something wrong, I didn't get it from him. I got it from one of Satan's archangels or somebody that was of the church.
Okay, so then the leather.
Okay, then he said that there wasn't any place usually to get the leather because nobody up around there really knew the tanning business.
We never tanned it, yeah.
Left that tannery and that
was
down
under
the sink. And they changed that over to the
Penny?
remount. They brought in the army and the
I'm sure that's on.
the cavalry, and that took over that place. Okay. He'd have to go down if he could catch a ride with some teamster, freighter. And it was all by horse and buggy in those days. Or if they could afford the money to get on that Tunerville trolley after a while.
The what?
I don't know. I called it Tunerville trolley.
Tunerville trolley.
It was
Member, wasn't it?
No, it was Utah, Idaho.
Short line.
Short line.
Would it go right through Brigham there?
Originally, it came right up Main Street.
Oh, that's the trolley. You saw all those tracks in on Main Street.
Right.
Okay.
And they did away with that real early and put them down where the electric car track was. And that's the one that the police chief used to get the doors knocked off the cop cars.
But he couldn't afford them to get on the trolley.
Right. You'd have to.
And he did have a horse and buggy?
Right. At that time. So he'd walk on down and catch a ride if he could, and if he couldn't, he'd walk. And he'd buy this, these sides of leather and that, wherever we could buy them. If they had them, if they didn't have them, well, he'd go on farther till he could find one. And then he'd wrap it all up and tie it up in a bundle and everything, and shoulder it and come on home.
And sometimes he'd go to clear to Salt Lake?
I think so, but I think what he meant was out there in North Salt Lake.
Down in Full area?
No, just north of Salt Lake.
Next street?
North Salt Lake Street.
Yeah, well, yeah, Beck Street is part of it.
Right.
And the old highway, 89, is what he was on. Because there wasn't an I-15 or Union Pacific Railroad or anything like that then. Okay? You get those supplies, come on back, cut them all up and make somebody a pair of boots or a pair of cowboy boots or a pair of water boots or whatever. You make them just a regular old clodhoppers, whatever. And you could, in those days, they used to make them out of sole leather about that thick, and then fill them clear full of what they called hobnails. You know what they are? Okay, they'd fill all that sole clear full of hobnails and keep changing those hobnails. When they wore the hobnails out, they'd come on in and take them all out and put new ones in. Just like we shoeing a horse.
Just to keep the leather from wearing down.
Yep.
Keep the shoe from wearing out.
Right.
Easier to replace the hobnail than it was to replace the shoe.
Right. And that's about it on that story. Now, do you want me to finish and tell you how?
Please.
How we got property there?
Where in Brick? I've never heard this one.
Let him coming across with his dad when he was a baby.
Now what's this?
Reed's dad was a baby when he came across the waters.
Thomas was?
Yeah.
So
he was,
they brought.
He was a year old.
So Deemer brought them across when Thomas was a year old, huh?
You know what, Tom, you know, here's something interesting? I have a grandfather by the name of Thomas Brown.
Do you really?
Thomas Brown, that Brown.
Do you really?
And you tell him about his dinner. We ought to name a kid Thomas, I'm afraid.
I'm afraid we better. Thomas Deemer Brown.
Okay. And we've got a Thomas Campion.
Do you have two Thomas?
We got a Thomas Campion.
Oh, Becky's.
Yeah, we use Thomas.
Yeah.
With two Thomases. In either side.
Well, in other words, Dad is the only Thomas in the Brown line.
Mm-hmm.
The Thomas come from the Campion line over to the Brown.
There's Thomas in my family.
You see what I'm saying?
So you both have a Thomas?
Oh my word.
And I have a Thomas in mine. Thomas, if you could hear us, that's where you got your name. May there be no Thomas. Only little Susie kiss. Go on, Reed. Sorry to interrupt.
When he went up to Brigham, you know where the old house is now? The old adobe house that Aunt Laura owns, that's just that way from the church house across the ditch. And just that
Which
way.
church?
The old
Eighth
Eighth
Ward.
Ward. The Eighth Ward Church.
Is it just north of it?
Northeast, across the street.
You mean
There's
where
the house that Dad
Goss's?
built.
Oh, no, E.B. Harris is right now.
Right.
Well, that's a brick house now.
That's Grandpa's.
Yeah.
That's my dad's.
That's
My
Thomas.
mother's.
Yeah.
Okay, now you go one other generation to Charles Deemer. Okay, you go north across the race ditch. Remember the race ditch?
Yeah.
The first house.
It was kind of a two-story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Had a kind of a half porch in front of it
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the south,
Uh-huh.
and a back porch and a back.
A smaller two-story type house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that was Charles Deemer's
Now,
house.
how did it come out? I grew up in Brigham all that time and never knew that.
I don't think you were interested.
Is it still standing?
Oh, yes.
Yes. I should get a picture.
You better get a picture of it before.
Okay.
You okay, Mother?
Yes, this is.
Hey, put that fan down, Kenny.
Oh, is this for her?
Yeah.
This is fine. Well, when I did it, she wasn't